Nigeria is in trouble with leaders whose credentials and identities cannot be verified. P2B says, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, P2B, has lamented the situation in Nigeria, saying a lot of things are wrong and need to change in the country. Lamenting that the country is in trouble, Obi said the trouble is, however, self-inflicted. Speaking at the Chinua Achebe Symposium at Princeton University on Friday, Obi said, Nigeria must start working towards a country propelled by competence and committed to fighting corruption. He submitted that the leadership must be committed to the rule of law, and in what appears to be a dig at the controversies surrounding the academic qualifications of President Bola Tinubu. Obi added that the leaders of Nigeria must have verifiable identities and certificates. In a series of posts via his Twitter account, the former Anambra State governor noted that rascality must no longer be a measure of success in Nigeria. Obi said, I have just commenced the delivery of my keynote address at the Chinua Achebe Symposium at Princeton University. The trouble with Nigeria is self-inflicted. If Achebe was alive, he would have taken back the book. When he wrote it, there was no trouble. Now, there is real trouble in Nigeria. We can start thinking of a new Nigeria with competence and capacity that is committed to fighting corruption. Is it possible to fight corruption? The answer is yes. Rascality has now become a measure of success in Nigeria, and that must change. We must have leadership that is committed to the rule of law, that has an identity and credentials that can be verified. Are this thing too much to ask for Nigerians? Now, waiting with the ask. We want where we be say there's going to be separation of powers, because there cannot be rule of law without separation of powers. Separation of powers simply means the executive go mind in office. In leg no go draw, go wrong the neck enter judiciary office. The legislature go mind in office. In leg no go long enter the judiciary. These three people, if you go the executive office, then go salute the president. If the president go the legislator office, then go salute the legislature, because anything when they talk for there, now he be waiting, now he be law. You understand? As they make the law, he not to look at this one not so harsh. By you, it will still be people oriented. Then if you go to the judiciary office, if anything where the court talk, this one will be matter of just take this envelope. Or we'll come and see you. No. Everything they say is law. People carry out their duties without this one is looking at me, or this one will do me like That is what they call separation of powers. And it is only in that kind of environment that the rule of law can enter. That you say anything they say is law, because everybody in your office. If they say na 9 o'clock, 9 they go they ring bell for school. You go no say na 9 o'clock. No be say because principal daughter come late to school, we have to shift the break to 11 a.m. For what? Are you people now saying that it doesn't make sense? Normal, the absence of rule of law is making Nigeria to look like a joke. Yes. Now there you go see person will be say normal politician will be say it thief. You koro then say 50 billion, 120 billion naira, 100, 200 billion is stealer. Then before you know it, you don't come out. You don't work as free man. Then go saying pay 500 million or 700 million. You go to ask yourself. So that means I can actually go and if I steal money, I go carry maybe 30 or 40 or 50% of the money pay, Abi. So that the money will go pocket. It doesn't make sense. This is the way this man talking. Now we want for this country. Now this thing when he talk, now we do it. You know, and you don't need too much to ask. For those who are saying corruption cannot be fought, corruption can be fought once there is rule of law. Once you put and say, it just be like you put and say if you murder person, then go kill you. Everybody head go correct. By the time maybe then one person keep person, then use and do scapegoats. Maybe another person can't go keep person, then use and maybe person will be say no, he know somebody for power will keep person, then use the person to scapegoats. Everybody will say this people no get joy you. This people, they know they forgive and forget. You don't understand. They don't register. Everybody head go call. Or everybody had to pay. The same thing if you still in governance. By the time they press you, but from your belly, then they then draw everything, reach your belly, from your leg, then draw everything, reach your belly, comot all the money, confiscate all your properties. If you know, if you don't use the money, buy land, buy everything, comot all of them. If you know rich, then drag you to the last kobo you pay. By the time they do like, then do one person, then do two, then do three, then do four, then do five. Only everybody had to pay. Everybody had to be straight. That is the truth. But because I don't see and say I see money, highest I come for the country. Who you be? As you dey step down from if na governor position you dey, as they step down for that governor position, wetin dey happen be say, you auditor dey come. As you dey hand over, auditor dey come, then dey audit, and you no go anywhere. By the time they audit you finish, and the auditor no be the one you say you go fit bribe, then they change that set of auditor every time. They dey very independent. By the time we be say dem audit this person chop im punishment, this person chop, everybody head go do wetin go correct. And by the time we start holding these people accountable, you understand, we start holding these people accountable. Anybody wey mess up anyhow, you go into government, you start to dey do anyhow. You know they see wetin they do for 4 years. Oh yeah, you are going back to your house. Then comot it for there. We do unto the first person, we do unto the second person, the third. Only everybody here will be correct. That is what we are not asking for so much. We are not. Tribalism has actually turned this country upside down. Wrong is the same spelling all over the world. We must not be one-sided for the benefit of this country. Stop calling names to prove your points. Okay. The level of ignorance among these people is alarming. How can Nigeria move forward? Nigeria cannot move forward with everything going on here. That's just the truth. Wuru-wuru, abracadabra, bribery, barawo, country, shame to our democracy and nation. He warned them, they didn't. That is this thing. This thing happening now is